Noob Saibot is causing drama all over social media. Apparently, this character is top 1 now. That's what some players are saying online, and even I gotta admit, he's got some busted stuff. But does that make him overpowered? Is Noob Saibot really the best character in the game who needs to be nerfed? Let's talk about it in today's video, starting off with this hilarious clip, because what happens in this video is unforgivable.
Nice block from Letty. That was a fucking set winning.
Did you see it? Did anybody watching catch that the first time? Because me personally, I did not. To me, it just looked like a regular whiff punish. But then I watched a second time and look at this.
Nice block from Letty. That was a fucking set.
Sindel's attack is going clean through Noob Saibot's leg. The man's leg doesn't exist during this attack. His back leg disappears. Noob Saibot is floating apparently. Yeah, like I said earlier, what happens in this clip is unforgivable. Apparently Noob Saibot just can't be hit by low attacks during this move, which is definitely busted and NetherRealm's fault. But don't you worry, there's tons of more hilarious clips like that in today's video. We're gonna examine all the busted stuff that Noob Saibot can do in Mortal Kombat 1 and decide if he should be nerfed. But make no mistake, I might be the judge for today's video, but all of you watching are the jury, which means you ultimately decide Noob Saibot's fate. So pass your judgment fairly in the comments down below. After watching today's video, you decide if Noob Saibot is guilty or not. Should he be nerfed or not? After watching all these clips, post your decision in the comments below. Noob Saibot's fate is in your hands. First up, we have a famous clip from Sonic Fox himself. I cannot believe they buffed Noob Saibot. We're playing Skullgirls now, baby. That's right, for anyone not aware, Noob Saibot did get a buff, which makes it much easier to combo off his overhead now, which means when he corners the opponent, it's just 50-50s for days. And since every combo Noob Saibot does will guarantee 45% damage minimum, after 2 or 3 mix-ups, you're just gonna be dead. And if you don't believe me, just check out this clip. Let's have a watch. Oh, big launcher. Guarantees the setup right here. The portal is out. Here comes the setup, restand into overhead, and there's the full combo conversion. That's what I was talking about right there. Janet Cage makes it so easy to set up these portal shenanigans with Noob Saibot. It's crazy. Oh, there's more actually. There's another combo. Let's keep watching. Okay, big low starter. When does the portal setup come? Right around here, Janet Cage, portal setup. Here's the projectile restand, and that's the low mix-up. So there you have it. Both the low and the overhead with the Noob Saibot lead to full combos in the corner. Pretty crazy stuff to be sure. However, does it mean the character needs to get buffed? I'm not so sure, because keep in mind, it does not work mid-screen. Noob Saibot has to corner you to have this 50-50 mix-up. From mid-screen, he won't get the overhead setup, which means you can just block low and also tech the throw, because only his back throw leads to the full combos. So even though Noob Saibot does have combos and some decent mix-ups to be sure, I think other characters have way more unfair mix-ups than he does. So in my mind, I don't think it's quite okay to nerf Noob Saibot just yet. But next up, we have clip number 2 from Fine Spine, Noob Sub Safe Jump Death Sequence. That's right, I know about this tech too. For anyone watching who's not aware, Noob Saibot can guarantee a safe jump. And in case you don't know what that means, Noob Saibot can do a jump in, and if it lands, he gets a full combo. But if you try to beat him with a wake up attack or any kind of counter attack, he lands in time to block. So you can't hit him, but he can hit you. It's a 100% safe jump, hence the name Safe Jump. And for Mortal Kombat 1, that's pretty rare to have a guaranteed safe jump with your character. So without any further ado, let's have a watch. Alright, and here we go. Freeze them with Sub-Zero. Got the projectile on screen. Relaunch with the portal. Gonna launch him again. Yep, there it is, the third launch. I love that sequence so much. And here's the safe jump. Every time Noob Saibot ends his combo with the clone grab, he just holds up and you get a guaranteed safe jump every single time. And what makes that so scary is how consistent it is. Every combo can be ended with that clone grab and guarantee this safe jump setup, which I think is just madness. However, should it be nerfed? Let me know in the comments. Is Noob Saibot too strong? Should NetherRealm take this away from him, or is he still in the clear? Because for video number 3, it's another clip from Sonic Fox. 70 79% Noob Saibot Unblockable setup featuring Janet. Oh, I forgot about this. So several characters in Mortal Kombat 1 can get an unblockable fatal blow. That's right, the fatal blow is guaranteed. There's nothing you can do about it. Even if that fatal blow is not a mix-up, so like an overhead or a low, doesn't matter. Every fatal blow becomes unblockable if you can pull this off. However, for most characters, it's really tricky to do, and also they require a cameo, but Noob Saibot breaks both of these rules. He does not need a cameo, and also the timing is consistent. Noob Saibot summons his EX projectile and then does his fatal blow just before that projectile hits you, which makes you unable to block in that 1 or 2 frames. And as a result, that projectile becomes unblockable, and since you control the timing, it's very consistent. But of course, seeing is believing, so without any further ado, let's have a look at this clip. So here's the basic combo, right? Just setting it up. Gonna get Janet out here. The portal reset. And now it's time for the restand pretty soon. I'm sure long combo. Okay, projectile's out, and here it is. Screen freeze makes you unable to block, and instantly you're just hit by the projectile. That's what makes the fatal blow unblockable. If you can make something land in that tiny 1 to 2 frame gap right after the fatal blow starts, it becomes unblockable, and that's because the opponent's not able to block in those first couple of frames. Real quick, full disclosure, I have no clue if NetherRealm nerfed this yet. If they did, then Noob Saibot gets off scot-free, but if this glitch is still in the game, then I think Noob Saibot might be guilty here. This setup needs to be nerfed. In fact, this entire glitch needs to go. It's ridiculous. There's no reason whatsoever to keep this glitch in the game, but I must say, as a fair judge, everyone in Mortal Kombat 1 is guilty of this sin, not just Noob Saibot, so it's unfair to prosecute him alone for this crime because everybody on the roster is guilty. Now, with that also said, Noob Saibot is the only character who can do it this consistently because, once again, you're in control of when the projectile fires. But next up is clip number 4 from Olkandan13. I hope I said that name correctly. It's a bit hard for me to say. In Mortal Kombat 1, if 2 attacks hit on the exact same frame, it drastically reduces the scaling of your combo. And since Noob's Embrace Chaos Portal is active for so long, if they mash, you can set this up reliably. Thus, I present to you the Noob Saibot 62% 1-bar combo. Alright, pause. If true, this means that Noob Saibot might have the highest 1-bar combo in the entire game. And like this post says, that's because Mortal Kombat 1 is such a glitchy mess, although every NetherRealm game is guilty of this. If you can get 2 attacks to land at the same time, or at least very close together, the game counts it as 1 hit, and as a result, the follow-up hits do more damage because that's how combo scaling works. As your combo goes on, every hit is gonna do less damage, especially towards the end of a combo. So if you combine 2 hits into 1, that increases the damage of the combo overall because there's less hits, and that's how combo scaling works. I hope that makes sense to everybody watching. And like earlier, in theory, every character in the game can do this, but Noob Saibot can do it with himself using his own portal, and apparently it's very consistent. So Noob might be guilty here, but let's have a watch. Alright, he embraced chaos right there with Janet Cage. So that counted as 1 hit. The portal was so active that Noob's hits on frame 1 counted as a single hit. And that's why the combo's gonna do so much damage. Look at the lack of scaling here. This combo should be doing like 55% at most, and instead we're getting like 60 plus, 62% damage, right? This was 1 bar, by the way. It costs 2 cameos, but 1 bar, 2 cameos, 62% damage. How many characters do you know of in this game that can get that much damage? I don't know, everyone. Noob Saibot is looking more guilty by the second, and it pains me to say that because I love this character, not just in the series, but in Mortal Kombat 1 specifically. His gameplay's never been better. This is the best Noob Saibot we've ever gotten in terms of gameplay. But after viewing all this evidence, I'm not sure what to decide, so let me know your thoughts in the comments down below after viewing all the videos, all the clips, and all the evidence against Noob Saibot. Do you think the drama on social media is deserved, and is Noob Saibot guilty and therefore needs to be nerfed, at least in some capacity? Let me know in the comments down below how you would nerf Noob Saibot if you think he should be nerfed. If NetherRealm put you in charge, what changes would you make to this character so he's a bit more fair? I definitely have been seeing way more Noob Saibot players in tournaments lately after the buffs, and that is because the character is quite good. I think it's fair to say the character is top 7, possibly even top 5, but is he worthy of a nerf, and is he the best character in the entire game? That part I'm not sure about, so let me know your thoughts down below. And also, while you're down there, if you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like down below, it helps my channel out a ton. And then finally, finish that combo by subscribing and ringing that bell so you never miss any future videos. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.